I'm Specialist Darren Shaddix of the 173rd Airborne, and it's time for another edition of Voice in the Field. It's May 19th, 2008. Today, Battle Company's 3rd Platoon is conducting a mounted patrol north from the COP to the 6-7 grid line. The road, and I use that term loosely, is a narrow, twisting pile of crapola. Our Humvees are some of the finest ragged-out, decrepit sluts the Army has to offer. Let's see what some of the soldiers have to say. This is 1st Squad Alpha Team Leader Sergeant Sam Fuller. Sergeant Fuller is the self-proclaimed best damn driver in the Korengal Valley.
Only 6 of them.
Sergeant Fuller, on what criteria do you base this best driver business on?
He's only wrecked twice.
I'm only wrecked twice. I can drive really fast, and I have accomplished every single one of my driving missions.
God was with us.
How do you think you'd fare on the Tokyo Drift scene?
I would do good, especially if I had a Humvee.
Now, how would you describe the conditions of the condition of the trucks that we drive?
Not good.
Top of the line.
Now, if you had your choice of driving to the 6-7 grid line or racing in the Baja 500 in a 2-wheel drive Volkswagen Beetle with 4 flat tires, no AC, no water to drink, a milk carton for a seat, and 5 grapefruit-sized bloody hemorrhoids sticking out of your ass, which would you choose?
B.
You'd go with the Baja 500, wouldn't you? Now, this is 1st Squad Leader, Staff Sergeant Marcus Miller.
Yo.
Sergeant Miller, Army Intelligence tells us there are 4 roadside bombs on the road we're about to drive. What does your intelligence tell you?
We drive till we get there and we back over it several times until we hit them.
Isn't it true Battle Company used to only go to the 6-5-8 grid line and now we're pushing further north to the 6-7? Can you tell us why?
They believe the more people we lose, the less IEDs will be in the road. I support that.
Now, we began doing daily patrols to the north so that the CLP, who brings us our mail, would feel safer about coming up here. After several weeks of us conducting these patrols, what happened with the last CLP?
They refused to come in without any air support, us walking the road and clearing the IEDs by hand, and, well, we don't get mail.
Now, pilots don't want to fly in here. The ANA refused to patrol. Our own guys won't deliver our mail to us. Sergeant Miller, what's the love?
I believe the love is going to be given to us after we claim the PTSD and get that 50% that we are due.
50%? And your next promotion.
50%.
Now, here's a regular on Voice of the Field, Specialist Cody Bellegarde. Where you going, Bellegarde? Now, on mounted missions, Bellegarde is usually a gunner on the Mark 19 truck, Mark 19 being an automatic grenade launcher, which in theory kicks ass. However, the Mark 19 Bellegarde is manning is notorious for malfunctioning. Bellegarde, how do you intend to compensate for this enormous deficiency?
I don't load the Mark, and I take a 240 with me or a saw.
Would you be interested in an ample supply of juice boxes to throw at the enemy?
Juice boxes would be good. The frozen ones are better. Because if we couldn't use the juice boxes to throw at the enemy, at least our mill would have something to drink.
Well, they hit harder too if they're frozen.
If we get the IED, we can sit there with our stubs and drink frozen, juice boxes till help arrives.
Now, Bellegarde,
Not coming. We're in the Korengal.
Bellegarde, in the event that a Humvee is struck by a roadside bomb, the gunner is usually severely wounded or killed.
Yes, yes.
What do you think your odds of survival are today, and do you think those odds are greater or lesser than the odds of your fiance's parents allowing you to have your wedding dinner at Chuck E. Cheese's?
Oh, shit. Hey, settle down. Can you do that one again? That's a long one.
You missed the question?
Yeah.
All right. Now, you think your odds of survival today, as a gunner, being blown the fuck out of the turret, are better, your odds of survival are better than your fucking fiance's parents allowing you to have your wedding dinner at Chuck E. Cheese?
My odds of survival are definitely better than ever getting.
You don't think the Chuck E. Cheese is going to happen?
Cheese isn't going to happen.
Now, don't you think that as a soldier, risking your life for the American people, that you should be able to have your wedding dinner wherever you damn well please?
Yeah, I do.
Wait a minute. We're risking our
You
lives
seem
for
pretty
that?
submissive already. I think probably you're just going to have dinner where they want you to eat.
I got
I
one-
think you deserve it because you're not even putting up a
I
fight.
got one thing to add. I got one thing to
wants
add.
dinner at Chuck E.
Hey.
Cheese too.
I got one thing to add. Hal Kearney.
Now, Specialist Art Brown, formerly of the Cleveland Browns. Got a
Fire
big
superiority, that's what I like.
Brown.
Sweet Jesus.
As a gunner up in the turret with magnificent views of everything, how do you explain your inability to back up your driver who's in a truck with no rear view mirrors?
Well, I just, that's just lack of experience on the driver's part. Normally, that's you.
Brown, we have a source that says you were fired from your former job as company RTO because you didn't know where a certain platoon was when it got in contact. Brown, do you know where you are now?
Well, I'm not on the high ground, so I really don't care.
Brown, which is more important to you, the high ground or fire superiority?
Fire superiority.
And then where does airborne ops fit in there, Brown?
Everywhere on the high ground and fire superiority.
All right. This is First Squad, Bravo team leader, Sergeant Tyrell Edwards. Sergeant Eddie, you've been blown up by one IED while walking on a foot trail in November. Your fire team was later blown up by a second IED a month later. But you've never been blown up in a truck. Is surviving an IED in a Humvee a personal goal of yours? And if so, do you have any plans to detonate today?
I think he's secretly planting the IEDs.
Yeah, I actually plant the IEDs because, you know, getting blown up is cool, and I think everybody should experience it at least
After you get one Purple Heart, what do you need with another? You've already got free license plates and free college. What are you accomplishing?
clusters.
Trying to set some kind of record, obviously. Well, will another Humvee break down? Will our enemies have an ambush waiting for us? And if so, will our weapons work? Is the intel on the 4 roadside bombs between here and our destination accurate? Are we all about to drive to our deaths? And if not, where will Bellegarde's wedding dinner be? Find out on the next episode of Voice in the Field. For the 173rd Airborne, I'm Specialist Darren Shaddix.